this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. Today, it is Tuesday, December 29th, and anytime we have a major energy shift, I'd like to talk a little bit about what that energy means, and then we'll get on to your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. So, Venus, the planet of love, creativity, it's lust, it's pleasure, is going to move into Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is this like really elevated type thinking energy. It's very easily stimulated by intellectual pursuits, belief systems. It really likes to explore goals and visions for the future. So that means for many of you, you are going to want to be with a partner or seek a partner that somehow expands your concepts about your beliefs, your goals, and your visions. This has to be somebody, this energy will encourage you to expand how you look at relationships, the types of partners that you seek. Cultural boundaries are limitless in this type of energy. So just understand that some of you may be seeking relationships that blur boundaries and borders. So internet relationships or internet prospects could start to increase as you start to explore your boundaries of, because some of us can't connect with other countries unless we're on the internet. So that could increase. So I want to talk a little bit about the positive vibration and the negative vibrations in this energy so that we can move forward with how it's going to affect you personally. So positive, high vibration in this energy. You will want to partner with someone who you can grow and expand with. You're going to be somewhat idealistic in this energy. This is a very, very pleasure-seeking energy. So the person that really plugs you in is probably going to be the person that somehow you have this almost idealistic vision of. They're going to bring out the optimistic and fun-loving side of you if you're in a really high vibration in this energy. Both of you may want to take a long trip. Exploring is possible in this energy, or you may want to seek a partner that you want to explore with. This is going to be a person that allows you to express yourself in an independent fashion. This can't be a partner that wants to drag you down and confine you in any way. It's almost like this person is going to be a release for you and a release of your inner adventurer. So, bedroom fun, totally fun in this energy. You may feel the need to experiment a little bit with a new partner or in the bedroom, just, to spice things up. You may be very, very enthusiastic, and you will have a need to express yourself and the freedom to express yourself with whomever you're with. So what's going to be super important in this energy is that the person that you're with, you can talk for hours and hours and hours. Woo, the snow's falling off the trees. It's like dive bomb. Anyhow, this person is going to love to adventure. It's going to allow you to be spontaneous, or the person that you're seeking is very spontaneous and it's going to bring out that spontaneity inside of you. Very social energy and a high vibration. You're going to want to expand your groups, expand your horizons, and, really go out and have some fun. So let's talk about the low vibrations super quick, and then we'll get on to everything else. Low vibrations is that you can be highly judgmental in this energy. If you have developed a strong belief system, you may find that you can be attracted, because remember, our partners often are where we grow and expand. And in this energy, it's very, very expansive energy. So we could couple ourselves. Okay, so what may happen is we may be idealistic about a partner. And then as we get with that partner, they start to stretch our boundaries by having conversations by the need to experiment and explore. And as we're doing that, it's not always the most comfortable energy, especially when some of you really, really get set in a certain type of belief system. So the people that are unhappy in relationships, this is wandering energy. This is the need. You're gonna start to have a wandering eye. You're gonna feel the need to be more flirty with outside sources. Highly possible in this energy. You're gonna find it hard to follow through because there's so much input coming in as your mind is expanding and as your partnerships and your friendships are expanding. And as these unions that you're establishing are expanding, you're going to find it hard to stay, strong in just one particular type of partner. The people in the lower vibrations may become blunt, and they may become pushy with their ideas and their belief systems. Again, this is debatable energy in a low vibration. So anytime, and this energy is up for a good debate, especially with partnerships, especially in partnerships. So if there's something that you deeply want, you may find that you try to push your way to get it if you're caught in this lower vibration and energy. Also, if any of you guys are feeling trapped and suffocated in relationships because these relationships, for any reason are not allowing you to expand and to, reach your maximum potential, you're going to start to feel suffocated and trapped in this energy. When that happens, you're going to feel a need to break free and roam and, break out of that. So, I gotta say, in this energy, you can embellish the truth in a low vibration. As you're trying to woo somebody and show somebody your best side, and you're kind of reaching outside those outside comfort sources, you could embellish what you have to give in order to impress somebody, especially if it's of a different culture or or they don't know you that well, somebody who's outside that circle, just to make yourself sound a little bit more attractive. That's highly probable in the energies if they're caught in a negative vibration. So those are just some of the highs and some of the lows that you may experience. Let's get on to how this is going to affect your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Hi Aries, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. Now, your ruler during this transit is in the 7th house. So we're going to talk about the high vibration, and we're going to talk about the low. So the high vibration is your ruler is caught in a trine with Neptune and Pisces. So this is dreamy energy. You're dreaming of the ideal partner. You are idealizing possibly a partner. You are whatever you're invested in, whatever partnership that you're invested in. And again, partnerships can mean a lot of different things. They can be unions. They can be friends that you seek as companions. And you are really, you're with somebody who is really possibly supporting some of the ways that you escape the reality of partnerships. So you want to be super careful, because anytime we get caught in a trine energy, it's such a harmonious flow of energy. It could be somebody that's not allowing you to completely expand because it's so comfortable where you're at in this relationship. It's not necessarily a negative vibration, but it's not necessarily the highest form of vibration in energy, because you have to understand what we really want to do in partnerships is partnerships are where it challenges us to expand. So if you're caught in a relationship that, supports the ways that you escape and supports the ways that you dream and fantasize and doesn't really challenge you in any way, there's not a lot of growth potential. However, the negative form of this vibration for you, dear Aries, is that it's in work. It has to do with your work relationship. So anytime you get Mercury in Capricorn, this is about climbing the ladder, and you're thinking a lot about very practical and earthbound energies. And so you're setting strong goals. There could be some goals with with some partners that you have at work, or that you've identified as just kind of unions, or any sort of relationship that you've established at work that could square off in this energy. So maybe you're becoming too goal oriented, and the union that you've established at work doesn't really like the methods that you're choosing to climb the ladder. And so there could be some sort of challenge that goes on in that particular relationship. It's actually a pretty decent energy. Just stay in the high vibration. You can try it out, and you can have a pretty uneventful transit if you really want to. Thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Taurus, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. Now, your ruler is going to be completely impacted during this event. This is your transit. So, I'm going to talk about the high form of this energy, and I'm going to talk about the low vibration of this energy. So, high vibration of this energy, Venus in Sagittarius for you is going to be in the 8th house. So this is the house of rebirth, transformation, and regeneration of relationships, right? And of potential and of outcomes. It's a really amazing transit. And in a high vibration, it's sextiling Mercury in Capricorn, and it's trining Jupiter in Virgo. So there could be a romantic relationship or a creative endeavor that is expanding you and expanding your goals, and maybe making you think about your goals in a completely different way. This transit could start to challenge some of the goals that you have and open you up to a broader scope of what you want to do in this particular type of energy. And when it starts to open up the way that you think about everything, because Mercury is the way that you interpret everything, the way that you think about everything, it's the way that you communicate. When it is sextiling Sagittarian energy, it is a brand new way of it's like going down a different path, and it results in a different outcome. And that's pretty exciting. Now, the challenge for you, the negative vibration in this energy, is that you can get stuck in your earthbound routine, and you can get stuck in regimented thinking, so much so that you get bullheaded and you get stubborn in these belief systems, and you have a hard time with changing dramatically. Like a dramatic change can sometimes give you anxiety, and it can start to make you feel very nervous in this energy. Don't let that happen, Now, your moon is going to be involved in this, and the moon is sitting in Virgo energy, and anytime the moon is in Virgo energy and it's squaring, that means that we're in a critical spot in our emotional well-being. And we're talking about breaking us out of regiments. So I think there's going to just be this feeling of need to change, expansion, and I don't even think you're going to be able to control it. I don't know if you've ever seen a full-blown, yummy Sagittarian energy in all its glory, but when it is being sextiled, it's a very expansive energy mentally and in opportunities as well. So sometimes when there's too much expansion and too much change, it can make you feel somewhat unsettled. And just go with that energy. I would learn to find, okay, so this is going to be a challenge for faith, for your faith and your belief that there is a higher power guiding you in a new direction. Have the faith that everything is going to be okay and everything will be okay. I know that you're going to feel, your sixth sense is going to start, you're going to get all of these internal responses in your body to this energy shift, but there's a higher power and there's a higher reason for what you're going through. Thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Hi Gemini, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. And for you, Mercury is going to be in Capricorn energy. When Mercury is in Capricorn energy, it's going to be in the 8th house, and for you, this is happening in your 7th house. So, to me, when I hear this, it suggests to me that there's a big goal regarding a relationship that I think you're either rethinking, or that you are going to be focusing on, or you're going to be transforming, or that's going to have either a death or some sort of transformative situation. So the high vibration of this energy is that Mercury in Capricorn is going to sextile Venus in Sagittarius in the 7th house. So we are having, during this transit, you are actually going to, your ruler is going to sextile, which is fabulous, which means that it's going to be really easy for you to keep this energy in a high vibration because you have a glorious sextile. Now, this suggests to me that there is some sort of routine at home, or maybe you're trying to set up powerful routines at home, or maybe you're wanting to move in or change locations or go find a home. And so you're really, really thinking about the future. The key thing with this particular thing is this goal that you're setting up, and that is transforming a relationship, a partnership, or a union. It could be you're moving in with a roommate and that roommate becomes a partnership, but whatever it is, it means that it has something to do with your home and family, something to do with a big change happening, and it involves a partnership, a key partnership in your life during this transit. Beautiful energy, super easy to keep it high, optimistic. You love optimistic energy. Earth energy kind of, it depends when Earth energy is combined with fire, the fire energy, I think it's really easy to take action to create stable outcomes, to be goal oriented. You're not so blowing around without a purpose. In this energy, there's a purpose, there's a thought, and it's going to expand you in an amazing way. So the low vibration in this energy is that if this is a romantic relationship, you could be a little bit of a Don Juan in this energy, especially if you're single. There may be a partner that you have been in a romantic endeavor with, and settling down with this person may be somewhat challenging, or you may realize that this isn't the type of person that it's a romantic endeavor, but not a relationship potential. And with Mars and Libra in the 5th house squaring off in the moon, this has to do with some critical thinking about a relationship that you're in, and whether or not it has the potential to allow you to be you. This person has to agree with you, right? This person has to understand the twins. This person has to allow you to be free and flirty and fun. This person can't want to control and harness you and limit your belief system. So there's some challenge in figuring out this particular issue. I definitely believe that it's more around, and it could be a work relationship, but I don't think I'm feeling it as much as it's a companion, it's a friend, it's something that's in your life that's significant. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, Cancer, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. So for you, Venus, this transit is going to be in the 6th house. So the 6th house is that house of work routine rituals, mental and physical health routines. And the moon at this time of this transit, when it initially starts out, now remember, we go through an entire 28 degrees of this transit. So you'll pass through many moon energies, but I do like to start off with the moon energies that I identify with strongly, because I believe how an energy starts out how it ignites is definitely how it, as it moves through the energies, it takes in that initial ignite energy. So for you, the moon's in Virgo. Moon in Virgo in a high energy, I think you're feeling, your routines, I think you're feeling settled. You are in a trine with the sun and a trine with Pluto, both of those in the 7th house. So I'm feeling like you're feeling very empowered in relationships, very supported in relationships and unions. I think work is providing you with some satisfaction. And I really believe that you are starting to start up some routines with others that is really providing you much needed peace. And this can be work routines at work. It could be routines at home. It could be exercise routines for your physical health. It could be some health routines that you're starting to set up as far as you're getting some diagnosis, you're starting to address some of your health concerns. And so you're really, or you're just completely not dealing with anything because it's just going so easy. You may not even feel the need to change anything. That's highly possible. And sometimes for a Cancer, we don't always need to be spun so damn tight. Like sometimes it's just nice to have energy, just be chill. And so that we can just enjoy the mental piece of that. Okay, so let's talk about, sorry, I dropped this. Let's talk about some of the negative aspects of this energy. So a negative aspect of this energy for you is the moon in Virgo. It's going to square off with Venus and Sag and square off with Saturn and Sag. And this is, so if you're in a high vibration, everything's going smooth. Life is coasting. It's feeling pretty freaking amazing. And you're really deeply, honestly at a place of peace and harmony, and you're not feeling like you need to do a whole lot to change anything. That's the high part of a trine. The low part of a trine is you just don't care about doing anything because you just don't care about doing anything. Low energy is, there is a routine. There is something that you're doing that's holding you back, that's limiting you, that's limiting your belief systems. And it's making you stick in routines that are unhealthy, some sort of self-sabotaging routines, because the way that you're thinking is very critical, very hypercritical. And so you could be very aggressive, blunt, combative, debatable in this energy. For some of you that are really, you're just stuck in the fact that you feel like you're right about something. This could be at work. There could be, a conflict at work regarding a work routine. There could be a conflict regarding the fact that there's some sort of limitation and restriction, and you want to wander and you want to get out and you want to establish new routines, but there's something holding you back and limiting you and restricting you. That just doesn't feel good. Anyhow, guys, that's a high and low of your particular, this particular astrological event. I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Leo, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus in moving into Sagittarius. Now, for you during this time, your ruler, the sun, is going to be in the 6th house, and this particular transit is going to be in your 5th house. Now, the 5th house is a sweet energy for you. During the time of this transit, your ruler is going to be conjunct Pluto, and they're both working in the 6th house. So there is a lot of energy in setting goals, dreaming big, thinking about creative new outlooks and creative new prospects, creating, interacting with people to create new opportunities. But what this will do is, I want to say that for me, I'm feeling like there's some sort of creative idea that you fantasize about, or that you feel there's the seed in your brain, but it needs to come out. You need to plant the seed and you need to start having it flourish. I believe that when you do, there's some sort of work routine that's going to change according to that, because I believe that it's really honestly a long-term goal you may not completely understand the potential of. I completely see that in this energy. There's a lot of high vibration in this energy. What you do have to really centralize around is the fact that you're going to set up, if you start to explore this energy, if you start to allow Venus to come in here and expand these ideas, understand the low energy in this is that what could happen is you could have a eureka moment that it's not entirely pleasant, right? Because maybe there's a routine that you're stuck and regimented in, and the universe is like, if I don't shake your life up, you won't do it. You're going to get lazy, and you're going to be emotionally not motivated in this energy. So you could have, during this Venus transit, you could have something that comes into your life that's quite unexpected in a goal that actually makes you switch and change the goal that you are setting for yourself. Highly possible, if not probable, for many of you that want to stay in unhealthy routines. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner. Dear Virgos, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. And for you, your ruler Mercury is going to be in Capricorn. So the event is going to be happening in your 4th house, which is home and family and real estate and moving, redoing your house. Mercury is going to be in Capricorn in the 5th. And in the high vibration of this energy, it's going to be sextiling Venus in Sagittarius. So I want to talk about all that, plus it's training Jupiter. So let's talk about the high vibration of this energy for you, dear Virgos. So we have a lot of energies asking you to mentally think. Mercury's the messenger. It's asking you. There could be messages. There could be people who with strong goals that come to you and guide you in a way that is like, it's kind of like one of those things where you hear a song, but the song that never spoke to you before, or in a movie, or you read something that you've read 100 times, but you just get a message from it all of a sudden. I feel like you're going to have a moment or some sort of event that is going to bring, it's going to spark a new creative way to go about getting a goal. This goal could have something to do with the location that you're living in. Perhaps you need to move, right? Venus in Sagittarius, it could be a partner. It could be a partner that she's got a house, or this person's got a house, and you may move in with that person. It may change your location and may ask you to move, relocate yourself. This partner could lead you down a different path, and where you saw yourself settling a home and family may not actually be where you end up doing it, because this person has this like expansive way of looking at your situation and creatively coming up with some sort of new concept that really allows you to change an outcome that I think you deeply desire at this point. The negative vibration in this energy, I'm going to be honest, it has to do with having the confidence to stand for what you value about yourself. There are times when people want you to expand, and because you're a mutable energy, you'll expand in their direction because they have something that you admire, some sort of lifestyle that you admire, or that they've set up or implemented some sort of routine that is potentially like one of your goals. And so you're kind of sometimes easily led. In this energy, you don't want to do that. If a partnership, if somebody's coming at you in a passive aggressive way, I want you to be very forewarned, looking at hidden agendas in the way that people are communicating with you. If they're trying to lead you toward their goal, that is not the high energy, that's not the high vibration of this energy. And there will be something that you have to sacrifice that you value, and you don't want to sacrifice anything that you truly and deeply value. if you've aligned yourself with healthy values, if you've aligned yourself with what you want and the goals that you want to achieve and how you want to achieve these goals, this is all based on a gut need to fulfill a part of you. And it's very important that you do that in this energy. So don't be led to stray you from something you want or a value that you want to attain. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Libra, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. So, your ruler is moving into Sag. And so for you, this is extra flirty energy. You are on fire. You're optimistic. You're enthusiastic. If you're in the high vibration, you are charming. You're engaging to be around. And you have a mojo about you that's it's just electric. So get your butt out there and do your Libra mesmerizing thing that all you Libras do to me, because it's pretty amazing energy. Now, this particular transit is going to be happening in your 3rd house. So you're going to be on fire with communication. You're going to be a sponge. Your immediate environment is going to allow you to broaden your scope of friends, broaden your belief systems, your goals, your visions for the future. But you got to get out there. You got to mix and mingle. This is that energy that makes you just want to be a little bit like put on your duds and just do your thing. Okay, so high vibration. Venus in Sagittarius is going to be sextiling Mercury in Capricorn. So, this is about feeling comfortable, accepted in your home and family. This is about maybe there's a creative way that you want to redo a room, and the way that you want to redo a part of your house, or the way you want to redo your house is more of like an ethnic theme, or maybe you have a new interest in a specific type of, like, maybe you're into yin and yang, and so you want to put more of those figures around. So art is going to be fabulous to seek out in this energy, to start aspiring to get some goals for things that you find very beautiful that are outside of different cultures. That's excellent to do in your house. Also, absorbing information from many cultures, having people over that have different belief system and different cultures to your house. Entertaining is excellent in this energy. I think you're going to find an expansive process in your immediate environment if you start to break through some of these barriers and start to just be that little flirty self that you are. Now, the negative vibe, the negative vibration in this energy is that, okay, so Venus energy is when it's in Sagittarius, it's very pleasure seeking. Very. Did I say very? Anyhow, it's so pleasure seeking that you may get caught in a flirty relationship that goes a little bit too far, or in a way that you're expressing yourself. It could be easily misinterpreted by somebody who doesn't really understand the way that you are. You can have a tendency to escape in pleasure-seeking activities in this, food, drinking, anything that you do to just get that extra buzz in your day. Like, be very forewarned that energy is very high in here, because it's just such an enthusiastic, pleasure-seeking energy. And when it's squaring off with Neptune, to me, there's some sort of conflict in the way that you either escape or the illusions that you've created about a specific situation. Anyhow, guys, beautiful transit for you. Lots of amazing energy. Go out there and do your thing, and I'll see you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, Scorpios. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. Now, for you, this transit's going to be in your 2nd house. 2nd house represents what you value, who you value, how you go about getting what you value. And your ruler, Mars, is going to be in your 12th, and Pluto in Capricorn is going to be in your 3rd. So you have a lot of activity. Anytime we have a transit going into, you know, anytime our ruler is sitting in the 12th house, we are in a state of pondering. Mars being in Libra in the 12th house, a high vibration of this energy of your rulers is that I think there's a need to stand up and empower yourself and find out what you need to fight about. Sometimes you'll tend to hold back and suppress stuff that you need to fight about, and then you go about these passive aggressive ways to get back at people. If not, if you don't, it'll build and build and build, and then what you'll do is you'll whip out your stinger. So we don't want to do any of that. So what we want to do is empower ourselves, confront these issues, and learn to talk about them and express yourself. Pluto being in Capricorn and the Sun being in Capricorn conjunct in the 3rd house means that you are going to find it very easy to communicate on a very high vibration in this level. It is going to be, if you get out and you mix among friends, you're going to find friendships, mixing, engaging with others, talking, you know, like in your social networks, anything where you're in social media, going to be a fabulous venue for you to find new and different relationships that can expand your social circles. Highly, highly possible, if not probable, in this energy. Chiron is in here. So Pluto's in Capricorn and the Sun are conjunct. And it's sextiling Chiron. That's deep healing. That's healing maybe ways that you haven't been able to communicate effectively. Or maybe there's just some way that you think about something that may have been limiting or holding you back and restricting your thought process and your belief systems. And I believe that Chiron is going to go in here and start to heal this and open this up. Heal this wound enough for you to be able to be open to a new concept in this particular area. So low vibration in this energy. You could be too regimented in a goal. You could be so focused on a goal that you have a need for power and control, and you're going to put all your determination in a really negative way. Want to encourage you, please don't do that. It is just the lower form of thinking, elevated thinking and day-to-day thinking. And it skews the way that you interpret your environment as well. So it's about sucking in Chiron and allowing Chiron to change the way that you interpret your environment and the way that you think about things. So, negative vibration, we're going to just go over that a little bit more. Uranus could spice things up a little bit. It is in a square with Pluto and the Sun. So this is very volatile energy. Perhaps even to the point of where you're pulling out your stinger in this energy and you're unleashing it. I think there may be a point where you have mentally had enough, some of you, and you are determined to get power over the situation. You've tolerated it enough. And, you know, this could have something to do with social media, with the friends that you're seeking. Maybe it's a friendship. Maybe it's the social circle that you have allowed yourself to fall into. It's going to be, or it could be with a sibling. It could be with a family member. Where you're just done with the drama. You're done with it and you whip out your stinger, and it's going to be unexpected. You're not going to see it coming, and there will just be this volatile power and control issue that you will feel very strongly that you need to overcome. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, Sagittarius. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. So, first of all, Sagittarius energy, you get what's going on. So this is happening in your 1st house, and your ruler is sitting in your 10th house. So, the high vibration of this energy, you're feeling valued. You are pursuing something that I think you feel very passionate about. I think you are starting to align yourself with a purpose and with a goal. And this is elevated to the highest power. This is your career, life path, destiny. I think you finally completely understand where you need to go, or at least the end result, what you value about that end result. And that can start to, it's kind of like you look at a map and you go, okay, I need to get to West Virginia and I'm in Washington. That's the end result concept, that I value getting to West Virginia. However, there's a lot of stuff that you've got to do in between. And that's the process of thinking it through. How do I get it? How do I align myself to get what I value? How do I get out into the world and make that happen? That's going to be part of this Venus moving into Sagittarius. You're going to find that there will be people out there that you start to align yourself with that somehow, especially if it's in unions and partnerships, somehow provides you with a new belief system, a new way of going about achieving that goal. Now remember, we're in relationship with everything, and you know, this is very beautiful energy. But anytime we get into trine can be very, to me, it's not the best energy that's out there, because often when we get in a trine, we kind of don't feel like doing it, because I think right now you're just feeling very satisfied and motivated to make changes, but you're not feeling, it's not like you have a fire in your belly to get it. I do like that Venus moving into Sagittarius is a fire-based energy, but it's highly mutable and relaxed like you are about most things. So the only opposition I see in this energy for you, you are very blessed in this particular transit, is that Chiron in Pisces is going to probably pull you a little bit into your mind, and it's probably going to have you take a look at a wound as a way to move you away from the wound. It is not a way to distract you and make you think about the wound. I don't think that that's the point, because it's just an opposition. It's giving you a little energy to move away from that opposing force, that force that you don't like to feel negativity, you don't like to feel bad. So it may give you a little momentum, because we have all this trine energy to push you in a different direction to keep you moving forward. But it's almost like a nudge. It's not like a shove you off a cliff kind of energy like I always have to feel. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Capricorn, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. Now, Saturn, your ruler, is going to be in the 12th house, and all of this is going to be happening in 12th house. So anytime we're working in the 12th house, we're experiencing a lot more of the negative vibration and energy, or the lower vibration and energy. And the only reason why I think that is because we need to dive deep sometimes and face things. It's as if this energy is helping you to face something very important. Now, this will be something that I think you're going to feel, it's going to make you feel very sensitive about. It's going to make you feel very critical of your placement, where you're at, and how you're dealing with, emotionally dealing with all of this. So we need this to happen, because Saturn, the planet of limitation, restriction, your ruler, is giving you a bit of a hand slapping, because it's trying to heal a wound. And you're very strong, you're very determined, you're very goal-oriented, and sometimes when you get so fixated on something, you can't do what the universe is spiritually guiding you to do. And so I think for you, it's time for spiritual guidance. It's time for, I'm going to limit and restrict the outside influences, and I'm going to have you turn in a little bit so that I can get you to pay attention to what is really going on in this transit, this spiritual guidance that is, and whatever you hold that spiritual guidance to be, that's fine with me. But there is something that's deeply trying to heal and make you face an area in yourself where there's a restriction and you hold yourself back. I'm happy to say that Uranus is in here trining Saturn. So to me, this suggests that, you know, this isn't going to be a very sudden type impact. To me, I like this energy in a trine because this suggests to me that there's work, there's a release, there's an unshackling of something that you have that's related to a wound or a subconscious block or a way that you're holding yourself back. And for everybody, that's its own process because, you know, Chiron's located in a different part of everybody's chart. But there's something that you need to face that you can't turn away from, that you can't escape from anymore. And if you don't, Saturn is going to come in and just throw up one. Really? If you don't, Saturn's going to come in and throw up one big, huge obstacle. And it is going to be one of those things that Saturn is going to come in and just throw up a huge obstacle to make you face it. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius, dear Aquarius. So for you, this event is going to be happening in your 11th house, and I'm going to cover the positive vibration and energy, and then I'll cover the negative vibration and energy of your ruler. So Uranus and Aries is going to be trining Saturn in Sagittarius in your 11th house. The 11th house is a beautiful house. It's the house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. It's the house of friendships and, you know, social circles. It is a beautiful, beautiful house. You don't have Saturn in here throwing up any obstacles in high vibration in this energy. It's in a delicious mood if you're staying in the highest form, if you're into expanding your social circles, if you're into, expanding your belief systems and some of your goals, if you're into meeting new people from different cultures, and if you're into, you know, talking with different types of social circles to find some way to get some new and, you know, energizing ideas. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. This transit could be quite lovely for you. There is a lot of energy in a square. And so to me, what this suggests is you are doing a lot of work healing old wounds. And that can be very difficult because what it makes you feel is very critical of friends, critical of your social, of the social networks, critical of your environment, hypercritical to the point where you get stuck and set in a belief system, and you're not allowing the expansion to happen. Now, understand that we go through challenging energies like this because if we get stuck, if our feet get stuck in concrete, we need some way to get them out of the concrete. So what happens is your ruler goes in and jackhammers the hell out of where you're at. So that's in your sun and that's in Pluto. They're both conjunct in this energy. They're both sitting in your 12th house. The sun is your desire, your core, what your that inner drive that you feel. And Pluto is the planet of power. This suggests to me there is some way that you've lost power over your ability to be unique in your thinking. It almost suggests to me there could be a way that you are following and not being the unique energy source that you are. If you find that you are trying to follow to seek acceptance with certain social groups or on social media or in a way that you're trying to express yourself, you were never meant to be a follower. You were always meant to be something that stood out and was unique. And if you start to fall into a following mentality, and I don't mean following because you're never going to be quite the follower, but I mean that you're going along with people and changing things and you're adapting yourself in order to try to find a way to be more accepted. Don't do that. You are supposed to stand out. and you will get one hand slapping from the universe, and you'll fall into negative vibration and energy if that's what you so choose. There is a wound. There's a deep wound that Saturn is really trying to get to the bottom of. I feel there's a place in you that's highly critical right now and overly sensitive. And I feel like you're questioning an area in you where you stand out and are unique. And when you're doing that, I think you must have done this for some time. This may have something to do with an old wound in a way that you are trying to conform in order to find a way to fit in. Okay, so here's the one thing I know about every Aquarius that I've ever talked to, and I've got a lot of Aquarian in me, and I'm going to tell you I struggle with it too. You don't fit in. You don't fit. You're a square peg in a round hole, and you always will be, and that's fabulous because we need those, because those people make a new way to put a square peg into a round hole. That's what you're all about. So if you're finding out that there's this wound, it's making you hypercritical of yourself, you're starting to look around, you're trying to conform, to fit in, because there's some vulnerability, don't allow it to happen because you're going to fall into the lower vibration. Stay unique, stay you, stay tall, and just try this energy out. Don't change anything, don't do anything, and let the universe guide you. And I believe that you will find when you do that, that you will stay in that trine higher vibration and energy during this transit. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hey, dear Pisces, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Venus moving into Sagittarius. For you, this transit's going to be in your 10th house. That is your career, life path, destiny house. And you are trying to align yourself with what you were always destined to be. You are trying to go in a different direction. As you're doing that, Chiron is working in the first house for you, trying to heal you, trying to find a way to get you to that ultimate goal. The quest for meeting that goal is the healing energy that you will inevitably feel. Beautiful energy in this transit is that Neptune, conjunct with Chiron, is going to sorry, four-wheelers are going by. Anyhow, Neptune and Pisces, conjunct with Chiron and Pisces, is going to sextile the Sun and Capricorn in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. You can't get better than that. That's a sign from the universe. There's a bigger picture you should be aligning yourself with. You should be going toward a goal. You should be really, really honestly setting goals and taking steps to achieve them. Friends, social media are going to be two areas where you can find opportunity. I would definitely get out and mix in the social circles that you've created, or even expand some of those social circles when we have Venus sitting here in Sagittarius. Energy that is in a negative vibration for you is that you could be hypersensitive. You know, there's a lot being asked of you. You're facing a lot about yourself. You're questioning yourself about your life path, destiny, what your dreams, your hopes, your desires are. When you get this way, especially when Chiron's working, you can be sleepy and tired, and you may want to, and I'm sorry, I got it. Oh, it feels so good. You may want to hide away and just do some. You may lack the stamina and the energy. This is actually not time wasted. In fact, anytime your body does this, especially when Chiron's working, I want to tell you that this is a signal from the universe that you need some downtime. This is when your mind gets really tired and there's a lot going on behind the scenes in your mind, and there's a lot of mental energy drawing from you. And you're caught in very intuitive, elevated thinking, which is also a big energy drain. So allow yourself some downtime. Allow yourself to set these goals. Allow yourself the time to process and let your intuition guide you. Intuitive responses to anything is at an all-time high right now, and whatever your gut tells you to do, I think you can pretty much trust it's good as gold type thinking. Now, opposition in this energy is because you have this opposition in your emotional well-being, and you're feeling hypersensitive, and you're feeling a little bit critical of your environment and critical of some of your routines and critical of the way that you can get what you want. You may find that you're attracting negative energy. And a negative energy sources that you may be attracting are some of the people that you're aligning yourselves, the relationships that you're aligning yourselves with, are stretching and testing your boundaries and your regimented thinking. When this is happening, it's unsettling. It can cause you anxiety. There's a limitation and a restriction. So you're feeling this need to expand and heal and grow, but there's also this kind of pull and restriction. And I think that is because there's a strong desire to take a look at your environment, and this isn't the gas pedal energy, because well, Mars is in Libra, and it's and it's in trine right now in your 7th house. So I don't think relationships are guiding you. You usually rely on somebody to kind of show you the ropes, and we're not having that dynamic with you. This is about you thinking things through, you expanding, you growing, you going in a different direction. With Saturn in here, this is about karma, karmic relationships. The people that you're attracting into your life are messengers, especially if they're in opposition, because they're stretching a boundary that you don't exactly understand at this point, but you will as the transit goes along. Remember, it goes through 28 degrees, so it takes 28 degrees for us to fully get what the message was of a particular transit. Anyhow, guys, thank you guys so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event.